It's a dark and stormy night as you and your party approach the tavern. You order some drinks and sit at a table. In the corner, you spy a mysterious man in a dark hood. Coming over, he takes down his hood and reveals he's not a man after all, but a beautiful princess who desperately begs for your aid in restoring her to her rightful throne. But the only way you can do this is by rating, reviewing and subscribing to Infinite Deer on iTunes. Do you accept your quest? Hello and welcome to Infinite Deer, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast. I'm your exquisite host and dungeon master, Sam Went, and we have playing with us today...
Mary as Merrielle Blazer.
George as Bovine.
Lachlan as Chad F. Blazer.
And introducing...
Alex as the Sound Guy, Rules Monkey, Sassy Comment Maker and Moral Ghost.
Last time on Infinite Deer, in order to prepare for their raid on the Carusa barracks to retrieve a key for the Ancient Circle, Chad and Merrielle murdered a drug dealer and stole his drugs. In more related news, Beau and his cow bought a health potion and then went to the park. At the park, they were approached by a representative of the Ancient Circle, who told them there was a disused back entrance to the barracks. New information in hand, Beau asked if the wizard wanted to hang out, and amazingly the wizard agreed. After a fun day with the wizard, going to bars, riding a Ferris wheel and sharing an ice cream, Beau returned to Cheers, and Chad asked him what the wizard's name was. Beau, having never asked, took a moment to reflect on how utterly self-absorbed he is. With the merry few now reassembled at Cheers, they made final preparations for the raid. Merrielle drank a pint of vodka, Chad fed unknown drugs to Betsy the cow, and Beau informed his friends that he intended to bring the now tripping Betsy along, since she was his tactical action cow. As our heroes arrived at the barracks, they saw the Ancient Circle had lit one of the city's towers on fire to provide a distraction, and the merry few promptly entered the barracks by the rear. However, having not left enough time for the guards to fully evacuate, the gang find there are still some guards in the barracks. Beau, thinking fast, slit Betsy's throat as an offering to Mithras, horrifying the guards, his own party, and the moral ghost. What new threats await the merry few in the Carusa barracks? As we return you to our heroes, covered in cow blood, in Chapter 8, Fortress on a Mountain.
We've got to cover up the murders first, then we'll heal you.
Oh yeah, and chop off the hands.
Including the cow hands?
No, not the cow hands.
Or hooves,
Just
if
the
you
guard.
will.
Add 8 guard hands to your inventory.
Okay, I would
Get
like
rid of
to
these
go
hands.
over to Chad, and the only way I could heal you would be either with a spell or with a healing potion. So I am going to use the spell and save the healing potion. So I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on you, which will give you 8.
Nice.
Okay, Chad Blazer, you regain consciousness with 8 health.
Whoa! What the hell happened here?
The cow murdered everyone.
Oh, cool. I didn't trust it.
Chad Blazer, you were awake to see the cow being slaughtered.
I have forgotten at this point. Just blotted it out of my memory.
It's amazing what a
Alright,
sweet throat and
is there anything
does
good
do
on
to
the
you.
guards or in the barracks that we can steal?
There's some long swords on the guards, if you want those.
Are they two-handed?
No, they're versatile. You can use them one-handed or two-handed.
Basically a better version of a short sword.
I'll take one. Yeah.
When one-handed, how much damage do they do?
1d8.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Plus your strength modifier, or minus your strength modifier, depending on what it is.
Yeah, so exactly the same stats as your short sword,
Yeah.
except now it just does more damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we crack on through the thing?
Yep, do you want to search the barracks?
Yeah,
for
yeah,
this
little
one?
quick.
Okay, you find 10 silver.
Ooh, yay,
Sick.
All
Split
right.
3 ways. That's 3 each. Plus someone gets an extra one.
Okay, there was a door in front of you.
Wow, for a place where they wanted us to come in and do stuff, we had to kill a lot of people here.
Not us, the cow.
Oh yeah, no, that
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
It was
That's
the-
why I killed suicide, because I felt really guilty about killing the other guards.
Chad Blazer, can I have an insight roll?
Yes, you can.
We killed the cow and its ghost came back to kill the guards.
Actually, that's pretty insightful of me. At 16.
You work out that what you're doing might not be legal.
Oh. I mean, is it for the greater good though?
It's for the banter.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a greater good. So let's go get that key. I would like to walk over to the door, pull it open, and walk through to the other side.
You are in a corridor made of polished stone. There are shields on the walls, again, mostly showing a white griffin. There is a door in front of you. There are 2 doors, one on your left, one on your right as well. You think you can hear the faint sound of singing coming from the left door.
I would like to take the guard's clothes and dress up as a guard, just in case someone comes in and is suspicious.
You dress yourself as a guard.
Nice.
Well, that's a good idea, and then we could be like your prisoners.
Little short built
Yes.
to be a guard, aren't you? Yeah.
And I'll take a shield off the wall as well.
The shields on the walls aren't proper shields, they're more decorative.
Well, I take it anyway.
Okay, you are now holding a decorative shield and are dressed as a guard.
Nice.
Right, Bo, hold your hands out in front of you with the wrist touching, and then act like there's rope around it.
Cool.
I will take the bloody rope off the suicidal cow and then tie it around these guys' hands.
No, you don't actually tie it, Bo. Like, it's a fake tie.
Yeah, okay.
Or
I'll
do you
that.
actually
No,
just
I do a
bind
fake
us?
tie.
Okay.
Is Merrielle smart enough to work that out? Yeah, she is. Yeah.
I would like
pretty
to
smart.
take a little quick peek into the singing room, like a little peek, like a little cheeky peek.
There's a guard in there, sitting on one of the beds, strumming on a musical instrument. He turns and he looks at you, and you see that he is short but still floppy red hair and a round face. His armour doesn't look like it completely works on him.
Has he spotted Bo?
He has, but he is still singing his song at the moment. He's singing about a fortress on a mountain.
George has clocked it.
I shout, "Fuck you, Ed Sheeran!" and I shut the door.
Oh, God.
Ruined Game of Thrones! I
God
shut the door
damn
and
it,
I move
fantasy
on.
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
How is Ed Sheeran going to take that?
Take it however we give it to him.
Oh, Ed Sheeran isn't happy.
I will break his knees so that his legs won't work like they used to before.
The door opens and Ed Sheeran is standing there on the other side holding his instrument.
It's okay. I have these prisoners tied up. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Why did you let one of your prisoners in to insult me? That's not an Ed Sheeran voice, I know it, but I can't think what Ed Sheeran sounds like.
It sounds like nothing. 'Cause He's
Magnificent.
boring. He's white bread.
He said he was just gonna like go on through. I didn't know he was gonna insult you. Bad prisoner, and I slap you around the face.
Roll deception. Let's see if Ed Sheeran believes you.
7.
Oh, Ed Sheeran knows you are bullshitting.
Shit.
Ed Sheeran completely knows you are bullshitting. Let's go to initiative.
Alright,
Oh,
fuck it, we're
bastard.
killing
God
it.
damn it, not
We're
again.
killing Ed Sheeran then.
To be fair, did you want to let Ed Sheeran live?
No,
Yeah.
the world.
I
We need to
did.
rid the
Right, so-
world
so-
of this man.
Chad at this point has probably realised that what we're doing is not particularly moral. He's going to stop going for killing blows and we'll try and knock people out.
That's fine. You go for the knocking them out. I'll go for the kill.
And not rather than just walk up and slit their throat whilst they're unconscious. Just like cattle.
It's like lambs to the slaughter.
So when we go into initiative, I'd like to point out that I put my shield up and I also hold the longsword, so I get +2 to my armor class.
Okay.
So I'm now on 16. It is a decorative shield though.
Yeah, so he's probably going to hit it once and then it will shatter into a bajillion pieces.
But then I'll take out my other shield.
Or you could shank him with it like a shard of it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Or use the sword. One of the two.
Interesting.
Do I attack with a weapon which is a weapon? Or do I stab him with this piece of glass?
Bar fight.
No, we've already had one of those. It didn't go well.
How did that end? Oh yeah, we burnt everyone. Burn them all.
I think we won, is
Yes.
what happened.
We straight up Aerys Targaryen to the pub.
Okay, Ed Sheeran goes first, and Ed Sheeran is going to sing about a former girlfriend's new beau.
Ha ha! Does he go for bow? Wait,
No,
not.
he's actually going for Chad, and
Right.
Chad, you suddenly feel very sleepy.
Whoa.
Just like when I listen to Ed Sheeran.
Chad, you fall asleep.
I'm just gonna...
Well, that was helpful.
Yeah. Okay, Merrielle, it's your turn. Ed
Uh-oh.
Sheeran has just knocked Chad unconscious.
Little does Ed Sheeran know he fucked up because he was knocked unconscious the one person who wasn't going to kill him.
Ed Sheeran didn't know that.
That was my cousin! I mean, my prisoner! I mean...
Ed Sheeran knows you're full of shit. You
Yeah.
don't need to keep up the pretense.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my longsword.
He rolled a 20 on his inside roll, guys.
Okay, that is 12 to hit.
Yes, you successfully hit Ed Sheeran.
And
No,
that's-
you missed Ed Sheeran.
We're
Sorry.
on 12?
Yeah.
Jesus. Sorry about that.
Ed
My
Sheeran,
apologies.
too powerful.
Ed Sheeran is OP, guys.
Can we please nerf Ed Sheeran?
Okay,
Well, looks like it's up to me to kill Ed Sheeran. Not a thing I'd ever thought I'd say. I'm kidding, I
Lies.
always knew this would happen. I will best you in one-armed combat, Ed Sheeran.
You may need me, but I don't
I
need
got 21.
Yep, you
to
hit
hit
Ed
Ed
Sheeran.
Sheeran.
You hit Ed Sheeran with your Warhammer.
Fuck Ed Sheeran up. Alright, I do 7 plus 2 9 damage to Ed Sheeran.
Okay, Ed Sheeran is not looking happy, but it's Ed Sheeran's turn again.
So how long am I going to be asleep for? Because I've spent most of my most recent battles unconscious.
Does it count as a long rest?
Oh, Chad's will tuck it out.
You're going to be asleep for 1 minute, so that's 10 rounds.
Okay.
I assume you'll wake up when Ed Sheeran is dead.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chad.
I really want to be involved in knocking out Ed Sheeran and having his throat slit like cattle.
Okay, it's Ed Sheeran's turn.
Not me, 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 not me.
Not you.
Ah, yeah!
Not me either, not me either. Not me either, not me either.
Attack for
fine.
ground.
Go
Attack for
ahead,
ground.
go for the cow that's bleeding out.
Ed Sheeran is going to sing a horribly cruel, satirical, but still soulful song about Bo. Bo, please make a wisdom save.
Oh, feck.
How wisdomous are you?
I'm quite wise, actually. I'm a wise mother fudger.
Are you?
Yeah.
Cleric's full of wisdom, just brimming with it.
Yeah, I got +3, so I
that's
get.
good.
Mostly wisdom about how to kill cows. But
I got 15.
Yep, it does nothing.
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran's satirical song does not affect you.
Ha! Take that.
Okay, it's Merrielle's turn.
Okay, I walk up to Ed, I point the long sword underneath his chin,
Yeah.
and I'm like, look here, matey! If you go in the other room where the bedrooms are, you will find 4 dead of your own kin and a cow that is also dead. If you want to end up like that, carry on in this initiative, or you could just run away now and never speak of this again.
Roll intimidation.
Cool.
That was a long
Ooh.
round.
Oh,
Very
13.
Ed Sheeran is terrified of you.
Ah!
And he takes his instrument, looks at you sheepishly, apologises, and goes back into his room.
I shout, you know you fucking don't. And I'm gonna do the same thing I did to that other guard, and I'm gonna drop 3d10 on this motherfucker. It's Ed Sheeran, we can't let him live! I need to kill him before he lays eggs.
You know what? I saw him at the O2 and he was great. I disagree with this.
to all
sorry.
the Ed Sheeran fans in the audience, why?
I like Ed Sheeran.
I'm quite a fan.
God
Well,
damn it.
then say goodbye. I got 16 plus 4. I got 20 to hit.
You hit Ed Sheeran.
Okay, and I do 3d10 damage to Edward Sheeran. 1, 2, 3.
I always presumed he was just named Ed.
You know what?
I
Ed's
don't
short
know-
for Edward.
I don't
No,
know,
he doesn't
to
have
be
a
fair,
real name.
we're not on first name terms. I do 10, 12, 13 damage.
You bring your warhammer down on Ed Sheeran's head, and it explodes.
Ah.
The
There
wa-
is
hammer on
blood
his
in his head. There is blood and Ed Sheeran viscera everywhere.
Nice one, Bo. Now I have to take his hands too. Ah! I take his hands.
And Ed Sheeran's hands to your inventory. I don't know what this character trait of yours is.
I'd like to look at him on the floor and look at the crumpled mess and shout, I'm in love with the shape of you. Turn your brain into a mess of goo.
Inspiration.
Your face is falling too. I'm gonna desecrate your body. Oh my. As I crush him with my hammer.
I mean, Ed Sheeran's hands are probably worth more than normal
Yeah.
hands.
Chad, you wake up to see Bo smashing Ed Sheeran.
Oh no. This is not what I expected.
Covered in cow blood and ginger man blood.
Let's go down
Bo, you
again.
need to calm down.
Was it a guitar, his instrument, I assume?
Yeah.
Cool. I'd like to loot Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, you can have Ed
Yes.
Sheeran's guitar if you want.
Sick. +1 Ed Sheeran's guitar.
And I think that's probably a +1 instrument, if I'm honest.
Shame I can't play it.
Play it with Ed Sheeran's magic hat.
I think they only worked when they were attached to Ed Sheeran, but I don't know.
And you know what? Divide did quite well, so you find 5 gold on him.
Right. Well, since you did
did
fuck
better
all,
than that.
Chad, how about we split that? So you get 3 and I get 2.
Alright.
Nice.
Wait, where are we? What are we doing?
Going to the office. We just saw this chap on the way.
Can we perhaps stop killing people? Because I'm getting a little bit worried that maybe we're the bad
To be
guys.
fair, I did try, but someone here didn't like Ed Sheeran
He
enough.
was talking himself into killing us. I've seen it 1,000 times.
Right, well, if it was in self-defense, then that's fine.
He was going to appear in another episode of Game of Thrones. We couldn't have that.
Chad would now like to go to the door at the end of the corridor and open it and look through, completely forgetting the plan where we are prisoners of a guard.
Oh yeah, shit.
Okay, you open into a large entry hall. There's a large stone staircase leading up. There's also 2 wooden doors at the end of the room that you suspect are probably the entrance to the barracks. You've now gone all the way through to the front. There's also another set of large wooden doors to your left, but they have the word assembling grounds over them.
Well, I
There-
wonder what's behind those doors.
There are 2 more sets of doors to your right and another door leading the way that you came.
Merrielle, I'm thinking an office of an officer, dude officer,
Yeah.
will be at the top. So if you lead us like prisoners up those stairs.
Okay, well, first of all, I'd like to check the doors and all the doors in the corridors that we just left, because I don't think we looked through them all.
Yeah, but I don't care about more barracks because it's just gonna be more barracks.
It might be an office, though.
It could be Taylor Swift behind the next one.
Right.
I mean, I'm down to kill Taylor Swift as well.
Do you reckon it's just barracks in that corridor?
Feel free to open the door. You have a guard. You tell us what
Yeah,
to do.
that's true. Okay, so how many doors were there in that corridor that we were just in?
There's only one that you haven't looked in.
Alright, I pretend I'm an officer. Obviously, I'm in guard's uniform and I open it.
Okay. It's a mess hall.
A what?
Mess hall, where the guards would eat. There's a couple of very long tables and a raised table at the back of the room.
Is there anyone in it?
No, but you do hear a sort of a clattering.
Alright, can I roll perception?
Yeah, roll perception.
Nat 20!
Okay.
Wait, perception plus 2, so it's 22.
There's a fireplace in the mess hall, and above it there are two swords, and they are clattering. One of them gets loose and flies at you.
Right, I dodge out the way.
We will.
I'm a guard! What does the sword know?
Shut the door.
Oh, yeah.
No, thank you. This isn't where I parked my cow.
Can I try and shut the door at it?
You can try, but it's already coming at you.
But from the back of the hall, right? So it's got quite a far distance.
It's a fast flying sword.
Well, maybe I can shut the door really fast.
Who's faster, the sword?
All right,
or the
let's
rail?
have a. I know, I'm fair. Let's have a dex off.
Throw a pen at it, because
Right.
the pen is mightier than the sword.
9!
Yeah, the sword hits you.
Right, interesting.
You take
Oh shit, this is not good.
3 damage.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's go to initiative. Are you guys joining
Oh,
her in the
fuck.
mess hall, or are you leaving her to deal with the swords?
How do we fight a sword?
Chad has now moral quandaries with killing people, but he has got no moral quandaries with killing a sword.
Okay, I turn to these guys like, guys, the room's empty, but there is a sword that's trying to kill me.
Right, so I'm gonna charge forwards towards where the sword battle is happening.
Okay, we're going to initiative. It is Bo's turn first.
Oh, cool. I'm just going to hit the sword with a hammer.
Okay, are you attempting to
Dent
swat the sword out of the air with your hammer?
Yep, I'm just going to go crazy for this sword. I got 9.
You miss the sword. You connect with nothing. You just swing your hammer in the air. Merrielle's turn.
Alright, I take my long sword and try to like clink, clink, clink and just knock it out.
You're sword fighting with the sword.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
20 to hit,
Yep, you hit.
4 damage.
The sword doesn't seem to mind that much.
It sounded cool though, didn't it? Like clink, clink, clink. Right?
It did. It was like an
Nice.
Errol Flynn movie, but with just you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it sounded cool, that's all I care about.
The sword is going to attack you again, and it hits.
Right.
3 damage.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Guys, seriously, help me out here! Stop using your bloody hammer!
But you were the one that picked a fight with a sentient fucking sword.
The second sword.
What?
Remember
There
I
were
said
two
there were two
swords.
swords
There
on
was
the
a pair of
wall.
them.
Alright, I'm
Didn't
out.
I shut the door?
No.
No, you failed to shut the door.
Oh.
And then on your turn, you chose not to shut the door again.
Right, interesting.
It's going for Bo.
Yep.
It hits,
Okay.
and it does a total of 6 damage.
Wookie dookily.
Yeah, the sword has hit. The sword has managed to hit you more than it hit Merrielle. Maybe it's a wide dwarven frame. Chad, it is your turn.
So all this combat is currently happening sort of in and around the door frame, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna walk forward and then try and slam the door shut on these two swords. Like take a moment where they dart into the room to pull the door shut.
Alright, yeah, okay. You can try and shut the door.
Or I'm gonna try and shove the door on these two fucking idiot swords.
We'll make that a dex bow because they are going to try and get through the door as you shut it. So
Yep,
it's
sure.
going to be a dex off.
Right, 12?
You have now managed to move the battle with the swords to the corridor, but the swords got through the door in time.
Right, okay. Do I still have an action after that?
No, I'm going to say shutting the door was your action, but you can move.
Yep, that's the end of my go then. I'm just gonna stand between the swords and these two idiots.
Okay, it is now Bo's turn.
I would like to say, let's not fight these swords. We can't win against them. So I would like to just like say, let's get the fuck out of here and shut the door at the end of the corridor.
Okay, you run down the corridor and you are on the other side of the door. But are you leaving the door open?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, let's play it. Let's leave these two crazy ass swords.
Merrielle, it's your turn.
I run with Bo.
The sword is going to try and come after you.
Right.
Just one of them.
Yep.
Can you roll a dex, please?
Ooh, 21.
Yeah, you managed to get to the other side of the door. Ahead of the sword. It is now the sword's turn, and they are going to both attack Chad.
Cool.
The first sword tries to attack Chad, but he uses his shield to bat it out of the way. And the second sword attacks. Unfortunately, this one hits. As Chad was batting the first sword out of the way, the other one managed to get in under his shield, and you take 4 damage.
Cool.
Okay, Chad, it's your turn.
Right, I'm gonna use my action to disengage,
Okay,
and then I'm going to run for the door and try and slam it behind me.
okay, it's a dex off again.
I get 20.
You beat the sword.
Yes!
You managed to slam the door, and the swords are now. hear 2 thuds into the wood.
I don't think that was the office, guys.
No shit. It's almost like I suggested something, then you did another thing, and it almost fucked us.
Almost
You
did it though.
You
There is blood running down my face.
To be fair, 4 guards, 1 Ed Sheeran. That's a pretty good ratio so far. It's a good trade for 2 swords.
One of the sword poisoners managed to get through the door, just sort of twitching on the other side.
So,
Let's go upstairs.
let's go upstairs. We cannot go back this way.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, you head up the stairs, and you are now in a sort of a similar room up the stairs. There are 4 doors in this room, 2 to your south, 1 to the west, and 1 to the east.
I would like to go for the one that looks most like where the officer would be.
The 2 ones to the south are both double wooden doors.
Probably not a double wooden door.
I don't know.
Like a double door is made for having lots of people go through it. An officer would probably only have a single door.
Probably. Yeah, I'll go for a single door.
Then again, Chad doesn't know this.
Although-
Chad just thinks doors are doors.
So one of the doors again has another stone griffin pattern above it.
That'd probably be where the officer's at. I'm gonna rock up into there and then
Is that the
slide
southern
into
door?
the
Wait,
DMs.
maybe we should stick to that plan which we have done once.
Oh yeah!
What, where I'm the guard?
Yes, that one.
And I've brought these prisoners to your personal office, my lord. Great plan. Let's do it.
You might not be in.
But why bother with the plan?
No, but the point is that if we go in there and there are just normal guards and it's not the office, then we can be like, oh, sorry, thought this was where we put the prisoners.
Oops, just a toilet, sorry.
I'm just looking for the bathroom.
Presumably they would have heard the sounds of flying swords, 4 guards screaming, and Ed Sheeran's skull cavity caving in, and they'll be like, yeah.
And a cow!
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
It's really loud at the moment. There's a bunch of bells outside.
True.
That's true.
Yeah.
So Sam, are you talking about one of the southern doors has a griffin above it?
Yeah, one of these southern doors.
Alright, okay. Talk about the plan again. You 2 are the prisoners, you've got
Right.
rope loosely wrapped around you, and I'm the guard. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, okay, I go into the double door in the south with the griffin up above.
Okay, you are in a large map room. There's a table dominating the centre of the room, and you know, in Game of Thrones, in Dragonstone, they've got that sort of moulded map table of Westeros, but this just shows the coastal region of where you are
Right.
on the large map table. There is another set of large wooden double doors at the end of the room with a statue of a stone griffin above it.
That might be the office.
Dumbledore's office.
Yeah, no, I'm up for going through the Gryffindor.
Cool.
Uh,
Alright.
Hey!
Hey!
You hear a voice.
Is it the Griffin?
Hello, I don't recognise you. It's the griffin speaking, the stone griffin.
I'm the captain of the guard!
Chad gives you yet another incredulous look.
These are my prisoners, remember?
Roll deception.
Yeah.
We started the fire, and we do it again!
I got 3.
The griffin does not believe you. It knows who its master is.
Interesting.
I don't believe you.
Yo, dumb guard who is currently taking us to see the captain. You'll never get away with this. We'll break free from this bound you have put us in. Curse you too, stupid griffin statue.
I know the guards of this city. You are not one of them.
Do any of you 2 have an idea?
The stone griffin jumps down from where it was.
Jeez.
No,
Oh.
don't. No, stay.
Not again.
I burnt all
Not
my
again.
spell slots.
I'm having the worst day.
Bad Griffin! Bad Griffin!
I burnt all my spell slots brutalizing Ed Sheeran's corpse. That was a bad idea. I fucked up. I'm gonna get killed by a marble bird lion.
Why didn't the wizard mention this to us? I thought you were friends with the wizard.
Whoa.
He was really vague about everything.
What's this about wizards?
Oh, I mean the whiz man.
Lizard.
He was really fast, so we call him the whiz man.
Wait, was he a lizard or was he fast? I can't tell.
Both.
Damn fast lizard.
Okay, guys, we are going to initiative.
Oh, no.
Jeez, I've got
No.
5 health. How much health do you have?
Not that much.
I have 4.
Right, well, looks like you're healing us.
And if I had a-
somehow.
Okay, but knowing the griffin's intention, Chad is the first to react, and Chad goes first.
Right, you big piece of rubble, which is soon to be also rubble. I guess, like, would you be sentient if you were rubble? I hit him with my hammer.
Okay, you hit the stone griffin with your hammer.
Let's get ready to rubble!
Marvellous.
Yeah.
But
Can I-
don't take it for granite.
It's a 12 to hit.
You miss the stone griffin.
Damn it.
It's hard because it's fucking massive.
It's about your size. It's just shaped like a griffin.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not an actual griffin. It's just a statue of one.
Alright, so my hammer sort of dinks off
Well,
a
it's
bit.
clearly not just a statue of one. Clearly.
Okay.
It's a live one.
It's a live statue, but it isn't an actual griffin.
I believe there was a word for a living statue.
Can we blink?
Whose go is it?
It's Bo's go.
Oh, okay.
Bows go, bow for show. I am going to use one of my attack thingies to attack with my bonus action. So I'm going to attack with my bonus action first, and that is a 9 to hit.
You missed the stone griffin.
I would like to attack with my actual action,
Yeah.
and that is a 9 to hit.
You missed the stone
Oh
griffin.
no, it's stone is impervious to hammer, which makes almost no sense.
I'm sorry, I don't think either of you have actually even managed to hit the stone griffin just yet.
This stone griffin is ropey as fuck.
Or maybe you're just shit with your hammer. We don't know.
No.
Ghost talks to one of you and makes the suggestion that if you're really down and need, a last resort kind of thing, you do have a bunch of drugs on you. So if you need either health potions, just chug some drugs.
Thanks, moral ghost. Let's just get blazingly high as we get killed by this griffin. It will make it hurt less.
You don't know
Dude,
what
that's
you've
what we
got
did
on
to the
you.
cow, to be fair. Got it high
could have
before we
some.
killed it.
This is how our adventure ends, high as balls and murdered on the ground by a griffin.
Okay, not liking being hit by a hammer, the griffin attacks Bo.
In my defense, I didn't actually hit it with the hammer. I just tried to.
It tries to attack you with its stone beak, but it misses.
Thank God.
It's now going to try and scratch you with its stone claws. Oh, and it hits with those. And you take a paltry 3 damage.
Boom. The griffin's a pussy.
Merrielle, it is your turn.
Right, I would like to run away a far enough distance so that I can use my short bow without using it at disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay, and then I
Don't you have a longbow?
I have both.
Okay.
Use the longbow then.
Really?
Does more damage.
Does it?
It does a d8 instead of a d6.
Oh, okay, right, I use my longbow.
I was wondering why you kept using your short bow.
I thought you had to be a longer distance for the longbow.
No.
No.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
sweetheart.
wait,
What?
You thought there was a minimum, a minimum possible distance for a longbow.
Oh, without using it at disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah, no, for all ranged weapons, that's just 5 feet.
Right, didn't know that. Good to know. I'm going to have to look this up at the play. I thought I looked this up in Player's Handbook. Anyway, doesn't matter. I use my longbow.
Yeah.
Oh, and I also cast Hail of Thorns, 13 to hit.
Your arrow goes wide of the griffin.
But she still casts Hail of
Stone.
Thorns,
Yeah.
which is an AoE. So you still
Oh.
roll the damage for that.
Okay,
and then
alright.
Griffin has to do a dex throw to save against it.
Oh!
Oh, it's failed. It has failed its dex throw.
Okay, well, it does a full 10 damage.
Yeah, stone griffins apparently are not good at dodging.
Good.
Who would have guessed?
You know?
Yeah, top of the round, it is now Chad's turn.
Right, just die, you stone fucknut. I miss horribly.
What do you get?
Got a 9.
You just swing completely wide of the griffin.
It's fine, you've at least heard it for 10 damage somehow by damaging the stone griffin with thorns. Oh no, thorns!
They're
Super prickly!
really
No!
spiky.
It's hurting my stone feathers.
Okay, it's now Bo's turn.
With my warhammer still stained with the blood of Ed Sheeran, I would like to like flicking bits of skull off of it.
Unfortunately, the blood of Ed Sheeran gives you no bonuses.
Oh, anyway, so I would like to swing my warhammer at it, and
Okay.
I get 6.
You
Why
rolling
do
so
I have
bad.
to do everything?
Do better,
Oh, it's always Ed Sheeran blood on me. It's making me really undexterous.
Is that what happened? We're all covered in so much blood that we're just slipping over.
Maybe Mithras was a massive Ed Sheeran fan and he is punishing you.
True, yeah, maybe.
It's now the Griffin's turn. And
Excellent.
it's still going to attack Bo.
No, don't.
Oh.
It hits and it does 7 damage.
Are you dead?
No, I'm not. I've got 19 health in total, plus the 2 I got from cow murder from Boverside, and so that's 21. So no, I'm still good.
Well, we'll see because it's going to attack you again with its claws. It really doesn't like
I'm
you,
not
though.
like I'm not that good. Like I'm only 3 health good.
You've got a shield, right?
Yeah.
You bring your shield up to protect you from the claws of the stone griffin, and you do it with such force, and maybe the stone griffin is quite old. One of its claws just breaks off.
Yes.
Boom. Defense is the best offense according to how much I've missed.
Okay, it's Merrielle's turn.
I use my longbow again.
You said that with such defeat in
Yeah,
your
because we
voice.
keep missing. However, I did get 25 to hit
You absolutely hit the griffin.
and did 8 damage.
Oh, the griffin barely notices.
Oh,
The griffin is.
bugger.
Okay, this is.
This is not good.
It's not going
Also,
well.
but good news though, I actually have 5 health. I've got
Oh,
2
excellent.
additional health, so maybe the griffin won't molest and destroy me.
Right, okay, whose turn goes it next?
It's Jabstone. We're back at the top of the round.
Chablither. Oh, finally, 20 to hit.
You hit the stone griffin.
7 damage.
Okay, the griffin again does not seem to mind that much. It seems to, in fact, be quite enjoying this fight.
Oh, God.
It's now Bo's turn.
I would like to move back away from the griffin whilst casting. I want to put a bit of distance between me and the griffin, but I'm
Okay.
casting Sacred Flame as I do it.
Okay.
So he's got to do a dex saving throw, and if he fails, he takes the full d8 damage.
If only you had a 3d10 spell right now.
If only, that would be super
If only you have not
useful.
used that on Ed Sheeran.
And a random guard.
Both of whom were running away.
I do 2 damage to the griffin. That is with Sacred Flame. The griffin has been slightly singed.
It looks like
like stone.
it's not happy, but it's also, it doesn't mind that much. It is now the griffin's turn, and the griffin is going to go for Bo's moved away, Merrielle's away, so Chad is the next nearest intruder, and it attacks you with its beak, but it sort of lunges at you. You manage to dodge away from it, and it falls on its back. It is now prone.
Ah,
Tickle
loser.
its belly.
I am going to tickle its belly with this hammer.
Merrielle, it is your turn.
I remember that I have a pistol, and I'm like, this might come in handy right now. So I point at it, at its eye, and attempt to shoot the pistol.
Are you still from some distance?
Yes.
Okay, roll to hit the pistol. Add your dex, but not your proficiency.
Okay,
Yeah.
what to hit?
Yeah, to hit.
And I think it's a D12, isn't it?
No, it's a D10.
So I got 16 to hit.
Yeah, you managed to shoot the griffin.
Boosh! And it does 9 damage.
Oh, it is not a happy-looking griffin.
God!
It is not pleased about that. It did not like being shot. Stone sort of bursts from it.
Is reload a separate action, or could I do that on the side?
Reload takes 6 turns.
Right! Guess I'm not doing that then.
It is now Chad's turn.
Yeah, so now that I can see that my foe has somehow pinned itself,
Yeah.
I'm going to go, stupid loser, and then try and tickle its belly with my hand. Whew, wow, that's a 14 to hit.
You miss!
Damn.
You missed the prone griffin. This is not a good fight for you with the griffin.
Right, that's the end of my go. I can't really do anything else.
Okay, Bo, now it is your turn.
I'm going to try and tickle its belly with my hammer, and I'm going to roll with advantage, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay, so... 9 to hit.
You miss.
Guys!
You are
Do
so
I have
bad.
to do everything?
Literally, what is with you, Bo? That cow has done nothing! How many cows must I slaughter?
Okay, the griffin leaps up and attacks Bo.
No,
Show.
no.
It misses.
Thank
Oh,
God.
But now
yeah!
it's going to
Everyone's
attack you
missing.
with its remaining claw,
Don't do that.
and it hits.
Don't do that.
And it is going to do a
Less than 5 damage?
4.
Oh!
It is your turn.
I get my longbow again.
Yeah.
Should we not use the short bow?
9 to hit!
Your arrow goes wide.
We are
Ah!
loving these nines.
You know how, like, if you're watching a football game between really good teams, and
Yeah.
if people don't score, it's because they're really good at defending, or they're really good when they do score. But then it's like if
A
you were to
D&D
watch.
podcast discussing football.
No, but if you were to then watch a football game of like 3-year-olds, and it's not that people are really good at defending, it's that they're shit. They don't know how to kick the ball in the right direction. They don't know how to get the ball in the goal. So it's just a constant 0-0.
So this
thing.
is the first example, right? This is we're all just so
Oh,
skilled.
you're all so skilled. It's not that you're all missing.
To be fair, I
And it's
knocked
just
that
painful.
griffin's foot off by it knocking its own foot off on my shield. So
Yeah, that is something.
Well done for defending yourself
You
really
defended yourself
well.
really well.
and then coincidentally caused some damage to the griffin.
Who's up?
It's Chad.
Blazer. 15 to hit.
Yes, you hit the griffin.
Yay!
With your
Finally.
hammer.
Huzzah!
6 damage.
The griffin looks perturbed.
I would.
If I was a stone griffin.
It's not a dramatic word, is it? No. Okay, Bo, it's your turn.
okay, I'm gonna give it a go.
Oh no, Bo.
I'm gonna go hit it with my hammer, and that is 16 to hit.
You hit the griffin.
Excellent.
I bring the hammer down, and then
Cow justice!
Cow justice from a cow. Upon to this griffin, I do 9 damage.
The griffin is starting to look a bit shaky.
Only a
Good.
bit,
Fuck's
Can I use a little bit of time to like move? Oh no, I can't disengage without getting a reaction attack. Can I?
No.
Oh no, I'm so gonna get minged by Griffin.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna be
so
stone
next.
Griffin.
Well, I mean, it could attack me. It seems to favour you, but it could attack me.
It's favouring the person who it sees as the greatest threat, and given that Chad has only managed to hit it once, it still thinks of Bo as the greatest threat.
I'm gonna be Griffin shit.
And it hits.
Does it do less than 1 damage? Let's find out.
We'll see, but I don't think that's mathematically possible. It does 7 damage.
Hang on, let me just count the so 1 minus the 7.
Carry the 3.
Carry the 3. I'm hashtag wrecked.
Is Bo Griffin shit? Will Chad and Merrielle be able to best the Griffin alone? And what treats will the Griffin get from its master for killing our heroes? Find out in the next striking instalment of Infinite Deer, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast.
Thank you for listening to Infinite Deer. We're pleased to announce the next winner of our giveaway ratings competition. Congratulations, Fabulops. You've won your own shout-out from our Merrielle and the Moral Ghost.
Fabulops loved Infinite Deer!
They drank wine, liquor and beer.
Up against a flail snail
They rolled a crit fail.
and used its slime for sangria.
Beautiful. Remember to listen in next week to find out if you're one of our lucky winners.